Time now for the latest edition of One-on-One with Bud Mishkin. Bud?
Louis, for so many young people here, New York represents not just a place, but an idea, the pursuit of a dream. Young people like comedian Scott Rogowsky. Scott Rogowsky is on a quest to get guests for his show, and almost nothing will stop him. Almost nothing. Were these guys on the show?
Yeah, I had them on in 2012.
That'd be
good.
They
were great. No, I wish I can get these guys on the show.
Yeah,
they're really tough. They're tough to book these days.
But if the Marx Brothers were alive, he would try.
Scott Rogowsky here from Running Late with Scott Rogowsky. I'm tired of dating girls who live in the city, so I thought I'd try a unique approach. I've got some flyers I printed out.
Scott Rogowsky has created a niche in a city where everyone's a comedian isn't simply a punchline.
Are you single by any chance? You don't have a boyfriend, do you? I live like right up here. I'm just from trying to date local.
Oh.
His specialty is hosting his own live talk show, Running Late with Scott Rogowsky, at venues like Caroline's, Upright Citizens Brigade, and Le Poisson Rouge.
I knew I wasn't going to be the next Seinfeld.
Right.
Do I want to be a road guy and just doing this for 20 years? Right. Not necessarily.
Right.
So I wanted to find a way to take what I love, which is being on stage and making people laugh and getting my jokes out there. Just instantly sitting down behind that desk and having the banter with my guests and doing a little monologue, telling some jokes that way, writing sketches. That was instantly way more fun for me.
Running Late with Scott Rogowsky has a growing audience and an impressive list of guests. Gilbert Gottfried, Amy Sedaris, Richard Kind, Robert Klein, and Mad Men's John Hamm.
It's kind of going out there without a net. You know, John Hamm came out there and him and John Benjamin were on stage together. Didn't do any kind of pre-interview. I didn't prep him on anything.
Right.
And it really is. It's almost like bungee jumping. Like, let's just see, we're jumping out of a plane. Let's see how this goes. I have the song in my head. It goes like,
Like so many young people who come here to make it, Rogowsky hustles.
I don't know where I first heard it.
I don't know.
Maybe in prison?
He produces all types of digital content for his own online show, for magazines, podcasts for other comedians, and he's creative. In 2011, Rogowsky convinced then-Yankee Curtis Granderson to star in a video Rogowsky wrote and edited about Granderson's search for a song to be played for his at-bats.
Now batting, number 14, Curtis Granderson.
When Rogowsky needed a new roommate, he turned the search into a surprise talk show in his apartment.
Nice to meet you.
Talk show?
Even his parents have gotten involved, learning about online dating.
It's time to introduce my parents to J-Swipe. Oh, no. This is Tinder for Jews.
So why didn't we start with that?
Meredith.
She's cute.
Oh, now that we're on the Jewish one, everyone's going to be yes, yes, yes. This is where the magic happens.
Yeah, absolutely. The whiteboard in Rogowsky's Williamsburg apartment outlines the endless hunt for guests. Running Late with Scott Rogowsky is a strictly DIY affair. Audacity is required. He enticed actor David Cross to do the show, thanks in part to Rogowsky's employer at the time, Topps Baseball Cards.
Topps had done a card with David Cross and his dog. I had these raw files from the shoot that I figured he wouldn't be able to have. So I printed some out, put them in the envelope, said quickly, David, nice to meet you, big fan. I host a talk show. I'd love to have you on. I work at Topps. Here's some photos of you and your dog. Oh, thank you so much.
Sports is a frequent theme in Rogowsky's work. The predecessor to his current show was a sports comedy variety talk show called 12 Angry Mascots, including sketches Rogowsky wrote and edited, like this orientation session for NFL rookies.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret. There's really no such thing as a concussion. It was something that was made up by the American Neurological Association, and we're just putting up the posters to placate the media. Anybody else?
New technology and social media are crucial to Rogowsky's growth, and yet his outlook is old school.
I want the barriers to entry. I miss the gatekeepers because I feel like back in those days, like, you know, the people who deserved to be on TV were on TV.
Right.
Now I'm like gunning to get a show on the back of a taxi cab or elevator TV.
Scott Rogowsky grew up in Westchester. His father, Marty, served several terms in the county legislature, the perfect preparation for his current job, his son's sidekick.
I just wanted a sidekick, and no one else was willing to do it. And I don't have to pay him, which is the best part.
He was student body president and played baseball at Horace Mann High School.
I wanted to get drafted in the 48th round by the Pirates and just sign for a $1,000 bonus and just go down to Bradenton Gulf Coast League and get my, or Appalachian League, even better, like Pulaski, Virginia.
Instead, he went off to Johns Hopkins University without much of a plan until he took a between semesters course his sophomore year in stand-up comedy. The final project was doing 5 minutes of stand-up. 300 people packed into a campus theater.
My first time on stage, and it was like instantly this drug coursing through my veins. But it was more than that. It was people coming up to me going, "Have you done this before?" I said, "No, it's my first time." "Oh, you should do this."
Rogowsky was hooked.
I got to drop out of school. I got to join this thing because if I don't, I'm going to miss out. I'm going to be too late. Right. I was talked into finishing the degree. The whole backup plan.
Armed with jokes on small pieces of paper, Rogowsky dove into the stand-up scene.
The Onion.
One early highlight came while interning at the satirical newspaper The Onion, finding out his headline idea was on the front page.
That week, I remember taking on the subway and just reading, making sure people are seeing this thing and watching, leaning over, you like the issue of The Onion? That's my headline.
While single-mindedness has helped Rogowsky pursue his comedy dreams, it hasn't helped his social life.
That is what has ruined most of my relationships with women over the years. A lot of girlfriends can't understand, that my brain doesn't turn off, and that I am thinking about the show every waking hour.
When we first spoke to Rogowsky, the effort to build his live talk show and his career seemed daunting.
I have to stop myself almost on a daily basis from getting discouraged because, I look around and you see, and I've got a lot of friends in the business, and I'm happy for all of them who are succeeding. I just want to get there too.
A few months later, with the phone ringing much more frequently with a wide variety of job offers and a fall season of Running Late with Scott Rogowsky set to go, the day was sunnier, as was Rogowsky's outlook.
There's so many different variations of making it, and I feel like I've already made it. I mean, having a show at Caroline's, having a show at La Poisson Rouge, having John Hamm do my show. Do I have a TV show? No. Do I have $1 million? No. But I made it in some sense. I'm still working to get to the next level and to get the TV show and to get higher and higher, but I'm happy right now.
Running Late with Scott Rogowsky returns this fall with a series of shows at La Poisson Rouge on Bleecker Street, starting on Thursday, September 10th.